Hey guys, guess what? You already know. It's Wednesday. This is a channel where we're not going to judge anybody, but we're going to be open and honest with each other. Even though I do these on today, God wanted me to remind each and every you. Alright guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday, so welcome back for a What's the Word Wednesday. Let me move this up some. You guys, I really did not feel like coming on doing a video today, but I said I'm not going to be selfish. I'm very tired today. One of my glands is actually swollen, so my throat is a little scratchy and it hurts just a little bit. As you can see, I'm in my lounging attire. I have my hair wrapped up. I have my lounging clothes on. I mean, it is what it is. If y'all see something glistening right there, it is some toothpaste. Like, your girl is just all messed up today. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm not going to prolong this video. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. So, What's the Word Wednesday? For anybody that's new here, What's the Word Wednesday is a day that I come on, and before I actually start the video, I always pray before and ask God to show me. Let me back up a little bit. I have a lot of quotes on my wall, and every Wednesday we pick, well, I'm not going to say we pick anything. I ask God to reveal to me which quote or Bible verse He wants me to share with you guys. The ones over here on this side are the ones that we have already done. So if you are interested, go and watch those videos. So today is like any other Wednesday. I prayed and I asked God to show me which quote He wanted me to share with you guys on today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the one that God wanted me to share with you guys, and it is the fruit of the spirits. Galatians 5, chapter 5, verses 22 to 23, and the fruit of the spirit is peace, love, strength, joy. Excuse me, y'all. Peace, goodness, love, gentleness, joy, faithfulness, patience, self-control, and kindness. Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but I need all of these. And I pray for all of these. I know it's some of these that I need to work on. And just to be open and transparent with you guys, like, I need to work on having patience and self-control. I feel like I'm a very faithful person. I would love to have excuse me, more peace in my life. It's always good that we can have a sense of peace in our life, that no matter what we go through, we know that we can have peace and not stress and worry, because we can take it to God and have faith and trust in Him, and knowing that He's going to give us exactly what we need. So whatever storm that we're going through, I dare you to ask God for peace in the midst of a storm, and just speak to that storm and command it to be still. And that's just for any storm in your life. I know that there is life and death in the power of the tongue, and the tongue is one of our strongest weapons. So we always have to be mindful of the words that we allow to come out of our mouths and the things that we say, the things that we speak over our lives or somebody else's lives, because they have a tendency of coming to pass, you know. So just no matter what, even if you are in a situation where you don't even see a way, speak positivity into that situation. Speak life, into that situation. Love is something that we all can show more of. Even myself, I don't always show love to everybody. We don't always show love to people who we don't know, or homeless peoples, or somebody that's then treated us wrong or made us mad or didn't do this or didn't do that for us. Regardless of the situation, regardless of somebody else's situation, we have to show love, because that's what God is. To know God is to love. And that is one of the most important commandments that Jesus wanted us to do. Besides, you know, don't put nobody else before God, is to love him and love thy neighbor like you love yourself. So I'm sorry, I'm getting really really winded and my throat is really hurting, but I'm gonna keep on going. Make sure I go down there and drink me some Theraflu later so it can soothe my throat. But yeah, so if somebody done something to you in the past and something bad happens to them, don't nag and be like, ooh, that's what they get. They shouldn't have done this to me. That's not love, y'all. That's evil. And God did not, he don't want us to spread evil. He wants us to spread love. So we have to learn to forgive those who have mistreated us, because I'm pretty sure our life has not been peachy keen. We have not always been the nicest of the nicest to other people. I'm pretty sure that each and every one of us has done something to hurt somebody, even if it's not done intentionally. I'm pretty sure we have done something to hurt somebody. So just always be mindful of that. Always have love on your mind so that you may give it to somebody else. Now, I'm not going to go over all of these, but I'm going to push and try to give you guys whatever God allows to flow out of my mouth, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't be doing a video. I'd be somewhere resting my throat and just lounging and watching TV like how I was doing. But God said, get up and do the video, especially while my daughter's not here right now. I haven't been too long, came home from work, so I just really wanted to relax. But when God says move, we have to move. Gentleness. We always need to be gentle. I'm going to do gentleness and patience together, because we always need to be gentle and have patience with people. I'm not always gentle, and I don't always have patience. And people tell me I shouldn't ask for that, because God will put me in positions that will test my patience. I know one thing that really frustrates me is helping my daughter do homework. Because I just don't have patience, but I have to have patience with her because she's only 5. And I have to understand that she doesn't learn as quickly as I learn because she's still small. So I have, I'm working on having more patience with her at homework time, and just having more patience with people in general, because y'all, sometimes people can just say some dumb stuff and you just want to get at them. You know, you just don't have patience and gentleness with them, and you just don't want to tolerate it. But we need to understand that everybody is not us, and everybody is not the same, and everybody has their own way of doing things, and their own process of learning things, or whatever the situation may be. So in whatever situation, try to always remember, like I told you guys, with love, always try to remember to have patience with people, because look at how much patience God has with us, how much patience he has had with us in the past, how much more patience he would have with us in our future, as well as right now in our present. So if God can have patience with us and be gentle and kind and loving towards us, then why can't we be that same way to other people? You know, we as people, and it doesn't matter what color, race, but we can do so much together if we all just act blind to color and show more love from the heart. Like, we can get a lot of things accomplished in this world, and I'm not saying this to be racist or anything, because I have a little white in me, but us black people, we really need to start coming together, because we could do so much more united than we can divided. And for us, it seems like it always takes a tragedy to happen before we, you know, want to show love and kindness in towards each other. So just always keep in mind, all of these things God shows towards us. So if he can show these things towards us, why can't we show it towards the rest of these beautiful kings and queens? Why can't we treat our brothers and sisters with more love and kindness and gentleness and respect, and have more self-control? Don't let what somebody else say or what somebody else do determine your reaction to a situation. That goes hand in what I always say, never let somebody steal your joy. Never give anybody control over your peace or your energy. Have enough self-control to be like, okay, you know what? Just because that person is acting like that towards the situation, it does not mean that I have to act like this towards the situation. Or if somebody doesn't do something that you don't want them to do, it doesn't mean that you have to go and be mean. Have self-control, and have enough self-control to control the way you think, the way you react. I know that's something that I need to do myself. Sometimes I react without thinking, so I'm thanking God right now for allowing me to, before I respond, to just pause and think about what I'm going to say, and think about whether or not is it going to help build this person up, or is it going to tear them down? Like, is it good for them, or is it bad for them? Because I want to be in a place where I can help everybody, and it doesn't have to be financially, but even if it's to give them a smile or a hug or an encouraging word, that's what I want to do. So I always want to be mindful of the things that come out of my mouth. Do I always do that? No, I don't. And I would be lying to you if I said I did. So I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I'm this, you know, this wonderful, beautiful angel that does no wrong, because I do. I'm human. I fall short of God's glory every single day. And some days I'm not even worthy of his forgiveness or the love he shows or the blessings that he bestows upon my life, but he thinks I'm worthy. So I have to learn to forgive me as God has forgiven me. Show kindness to people, even if they don't be kind to you. Still be kind to them. I always say, treat people how you want to be treated, regardless if they do something that upsets you or hurt your feelings. Don't retaliate with evil. Still treat them how you want to be treated. And God can give you all of these things. He really can. He can give you the fruits of the Spirit if you just ask that of him. He will give you your heart's desires. Don't be afraid to ask him. Don't be afraid to just say, right now, God, I thank you for bringing into my life the fruit of the spirits, so that I can be a better person, so that I can be the person whom you want me to be, so that I can possess the characteristics and the qualities that you've already placed upon my life before I even knew who I was, before my parents even knew whom I was. He will give you your heart's desires, guys. And once you start incorporating these into your life, just watch how much more peaceful you will be. we have to start being kind to one another. And we have to start showing more love to one another. Regardless of, because the world is already so evil, you know, and just because the world is evil, I'm sorry, y'all. Just because the world is evil, it doesn't mean that we have to be evil. We can be kind and we can show others that, you know, being nice and showing love and giving love can be contagious if we just learn to do it more often. I don't even know why I'm so emotional right now. Yes, I do. Just thinking of all the things that's going on in the world. And I try my best not to. That's why I don't like to watch the news, because it's always something happening. And I said this probably in more than one of my videos. If I allow myself to really think about, you know, the things of the world, then I get emotional. Like, I love watching the TLC channel, because I'm a firm believer in, you know, if somebody asks me how my day is going, I'll always say, you know, it could be better and it could be worse. And which it can be better, and it will be in God's time and not mine. But it could also be worse, because, you know, like I said, I like watching the TLC channel and the OWN channel, and it's a lot of just documentaries about you know, the tallest people in the world or the thinnest person in the world, my 600-pound life, because those people really have a hard life, and sometimes they cannot control how their life is, you know, but they make the best out of it. Most of them don't complain, and they work towards using their rare conditions to help educate the rest of us, or help lend their support to other people who are going through. You know, some people talk a lot about people who are really large and overweight, but you don't know their life. Like, you don't know the main reason that caused them to turn to food. You know, and it's sad, because sometimes it has a lot to deal with our family. You know, mothers and fathers not being there, so they had to turn to some type of comfort. It's just a variety of things. So always be thankful and push forward, and always try to treat people how you want to be treated, and just show more love, show more kindness, be more forgiving and understanding. Think about what you say before you let it come out your mouth, and watch how much more peaceful your life can be when you start doing right. You know, when you start living right. It costs nothing to smile. It costs nothing to give someone an encouraging word. It costs you nothing to share an inspirational video. It costs you nothing to give somebody a hug. Like, those things are free. Give them freely, because God gave them to us. Think about what Jesus had to go through so that me and you could still be here today. He was perfect, and he was brought into our imperfect world. He was brought into our sin so that he could save us. Now, for the time he was here, that was rough. And I remember watching a movie. And when I was watching that movie, just seeing everything that he went through, I could not stop crying. Because it's really sad. But yet and still, he went through with it so that I could be in front of you guys every time God allows me to. And I thank God for all 38 of you guys. I really appreciate you just being here. Even if all 38 of you don't watch the videos, I'm still thankful that you even press that subscribe button. You know, that you leave me a comment when you do, that you like the video when you do, when you just watch the video and don't do either. I'm so thankful. Like, you guys have no idea. And I know I may not say it often, but just know that I'm so thankful for having you guys in my life, to be a part of my channel. And I just hope and pray that God can continue to use me as his vessel to encourage you guys and encourage myself as well. Even on a day, it's like today, when I really don't feel like it. But that's life. Sometimes we have to push through our circumstances in order to get through our circumstances. Sometimes we have to grow through them in order to go through them. You know, and it's how we go through them that determines how the outcome is going to be. Either it's going to be positive or it's going to be negative. We have that choice, you know, that is our decision. So what are you going to do? Are you going to steady complain? Or are you just going to bite the bullet and go ahead and just do what you can? It's all right to express how you're feeling and how you're doing, but still just go ahead and just don't complain. Just push through it, and I promise you it will be worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, please like the video and be sure to subscribe, and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a brand new video. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Once again, never let somebody steal your joy, and never give anybody control over your peace or your energy. I love you guys. I'm going to be praying for you guys, and I ask that you guys would sincerely, from the bottoms of your heart, pray for me as well. And Lord willing, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.